to tonight's episode of Beyond Focus TV. I'm your host, Lydia Patel, and as always, we have a very special guest for you. I have Winnie Siclait, who's the liaison for Power Up Creole. She's going to tell you all about it right here for the next 30 minutes. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Beyond Focus TV allows you to discuss contemporary topics affecting the Caribbean people on both a national and local level. The show features informed guests who offer insight, debate, and evaluate various issues. Beyond Focus TV builds on the station's mission to provide useful information to the Caribbean people in New York and abroad. Beyond Focus TV, where our viewing audience can get educated, informed, and empowered. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel, sitting here with Winnie Siclait, who's the liaison for Power Up Creole. Winnie, welcome to Beyond Focus TV.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. It's great to have you here because you do so many different things. And of course, one of the things we're going to focus on tonight is Power Up Creole. We have a large Haitian fellowship here on the program, so this may actually be of interest for you guys. You may want to check this out a little bit later. But Winnie, tell us about you. How did this all get started before Power Up Creole?
Well, I'm Haitian, and let's just say I'm a psychologist at heart. I majored in psychology in college, but the Haitian community is very close to my heart. So as soon as I got out of college, anything Haitian, that's what I was doing.
Nice.
After the earthquake, that's when I had the chance to really just put efforts toward helping my community. And so I started working with the Haitian mission to the UN.
Okay.
I volunteered my time, anything that I could do to help. From there, I started working for a Haitian organization in Brooklyn. And right now, I'm in school trying to finish a degree, a graduate degree in applied psychology. And again, focusing on the Haitian community. So
that is great. How did you feel as a Haitian American when you heard the news about the earthquake 5 years ago? Yeah. You were here. Do you have any family still in Haiti?
Absolutely. I'll never forget that day. I was home and I got a tweet from someone, earthquake in Haiti. But this was a friend who I knew who was very sarcastic. And so I'm thinking, oh, it's probably a really great party. And something told me to turn on CNN, and the feeling, first off, it was just a map of Haiti on the screen, and earthquake 7 point something, and my heart sank. I have so much family there, family, friends. So that moment, my voice is still shaking now when I think about it.
I could only imagine.
It was shocking, and all I wanted to do was just hop on a plane and head there. And unfortunately, that wasn't open to me, which is why I started working with the Haitian mission. Because I had to do something, and that was the only thing I could do, was help whatever they were doing to help the people that were coming in, the people that were there. That was my link, because I couldn't contact anyone. So it was quite an experience. Just all the emotions are still there. I can't believe they're still there. It's been a while since I've talked about it, and the emotions are still there.
And for you, having a degree in psychology and understanding business, coming out of school and deciding for yourself that you wanted to stay true to your community, didn't you find that would limit your job opportunities a little bit, even though you wanted to represent for your community? You didn't go for the broader scale of things.
I get that a lot, and it's my passion to work with the Haitian community. I live for this, and I feel like I don't think I'd be happy if I did anything else. And I've tried doing other things, and I end up there. I started my graduate studies at NYU, and I remember I'm trying to, my mother's like, you need to broaden your horizons. And I'm thinking, okay, I won't focus on the Haitian community. And my professor looked at me and he said, I can see it in your eyes, just do it. And he said that, and that was everything. It takes other people to see that, but my passion showed. And so I don't care anymore that it limits my opportunities. And I don't think it's limiting, because the Haitian community is so diverse and there's so much going on. And I have to be a part of it. I have to be a part of it.
So then fast forward a little bit. Yeah. You teamed up with Power Up Creole. Yeah. So let's get straight to it. What is Power Up Creole?
Okay, so Power Up Creole is a business plan competition that was modeled after the Power Up competition that the Brooklyn Public Library does every year. It's 11th year now. and it's open to the Haitian community. And so it was a program that the Department of Small Business Services, the New York City Department of Small Business Services, gave us as a grant. It's their Immigrant Business Initiative grant.
Okay.
And so they're trying to target communities that are immigrant communities. And we're focusing on the language barrier. And so opening up Power Up Creole to the population, to the Creole speaking population, is a huge step in that direction to correct that. And so it's a business plan competition where you get all the resources to put your business plan together. And it's for startups and business people with just business ideas.
That's pretty cool, actually,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of people who come here, be it Haitian or from other communities throughout the Caribbean or whatnot. And it's hard enough being a new immigrant in the country and then having a vision to maybe want to start your own thing, but then you have a language barrier. So this is something good if you're of the Haitian community and you may have an idea to start do a startup, have a business, but you don't know how to approach it. You don't know how to get the permits. You don't know how to register a business or even get a business plan. And if English isn't your first language, the chances are of you putting together a really good business plan that's going to get approved by the bank with limited grammar.
Absolutely. And that's our goal. The Haitian community is opening businesses without us, right? And so let's give them the resources, the free resources that are available out there, and see what they do with them. And I will tell you this much. We've done so much without the resources. We're going to give you the resources to give your business a foundation, because the statistics are clear. About 30% of businesses live past their 5th year. And
That's great.
You know, it's a shocking statistic because everyone thinks they go into business and they're going to last forever. But most people are missing the foundations of a business, and a business plan is everything for that. It's a roadmap for your business. Right.
And they usually say it's the first 3 years don't even expect to make any money.
Absolutely.
First year is it's almost like death. You know, you make it past the first.
Absolutely.
Year 2, you're still building. By year 3 and onward, you can actually start to see profit.
Absolutely. And most people don't know that. I have a lot of people who are out of a job and think, you know what, I'm going to start a business. And you have to think about the things that come with starting a business, which is why so part of the business plan competition is having, we have 4 classes that you have to attend. And so those classes prepare you for the business plan, building the business plan, but really it's there to give you advice. You can't just start a business with nothing in your pocket. You can't start a business with just an idea and passion either. So you have to be realistic with yourself. And so I think that's what this competition gives you the resources to really get started and in the right direction.
Do you ever have people who come and speak to you for consultation who really don't have that clear of an idea? Not that you're bursting their bubble, but they come out of there with a reality check.
Absolutely. And that's okay. Everyone has a passion, and I'm okay with talking to people, but that bubble does need to be burst, because I wouldn't want it for it to burst 2 years down the line when you're at zero and you're filing for bankruptcy because you didn't think this through. So I'd rather burst your bubble now than later on when you have to really think it through. And maybe the business idea is, you just started it and you really just started thinking about it. That's fine. The resources are there. You don't necessarily have to submit the business plan either, but these are resources that you can use.
You. Well, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. I've got Winnie Siclait right here on Beyond Focus TV.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Miles, and I am Miss Caribbean United States 2013, and you're watching Beyond Focus TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel, sitting here with Winnie Siclait, who's the liaison for Power Up Creole, a really good foundation brought to you by the Brooklyn Public Library. And this is such an important thing because a lot of people don't know about it.
No.
And it's so underground, and I don't understand. This is a free service,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes.
It's a free service. So any of you at the end of the program, you'll have all the contact information. If you do have a small business idea or know somebody who would like to get that and who could use a little help with the translation aspect, this is definitely the go-to place.
So Power Up, the general Power Up has been here for 11 years, and the community loves it. But Power Up Creole, this is our first year, so we're really trying to get the word out. We have a lot of people who are excited and can't wait to get this started. So,
Well, you mentioned that it was basically the first year
Yes.
of this. So you came on board pretty much at the beginning, correct?
yes.
Okay, so talk about that experience for you coming on at literally a startup of the project.
Yeah. First off, I was so excited about the program. So I gobbled up all the information I could, and I had the general Power Up to give me an idea of what people are looking for and why people are so interested. And it was just a matter of outreach, letting people know that this is what we're up to. So I'm all over the community, just going to events, trying to get people involved. That was a lot of what my life was in the beginning. Just getting the word out, telling people, and a lot of people don't believe me either that these are free services. I feel like, especially with the Haitian community, they're just like
Skeptical.
Is this really free? So yes, it's free, and there are prizes. That's the other thing. So the 3 finalists get prizes. The first place winner gets $5,000, and the 2 second place winners get $2,500 each. So there is an incentive. And the judges are there too, and a lot of them have been willing to give us in-kind contributions, such as consultations, legal help. So there's a prize, that there's an incentive, but it's really about the process as well.
Yeah, and of course that process is really what's going to help
Yes.
you long term, because whether you win the competition or not, this is knowledge
Absolutely.
that you're going to be leaving with, that you can't even
Invaluable, especially for a small business. When I tell business owners this, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was here. If this was here, I'd have so many businesses opened already. And it's just that feeling, letting people know that this is available and it's free. You don't have to spend any money on it. And especially for startups, this is something that's so important, and I don't need to pay for it. I'm already stretched thin. This is exactly what I was looking for. And we're also located in the Business and Career Library in downtown Brooklyn. So the librarians there, this is all they do. So you have that, you have the competition in our classes. It's really a package deal.
Tell us about some of the regulations. What are some of the restrictions? Do you have to be a resident of Brooklyn? Do you have to be over a certain age? Tell us a little bit of what we should know about. Of course, they'll go on the website and check it out. But give us in a nutshell.
Well, first off, you have to be legal. To open a business, you at least have to be 18, but we're not discriminating. If you're 18, you're fine. But yes, you do have to be a resident of Brooklyn. And you can enter the competition as a team of 4. So as long as the team leader fulfills the requirements, you're fine. So that means you have to be a resident of Brooklyn. The business also needs to have a business address in Brooklyn.
Okay.
That doesn't exclude other businesses like international businesses, but we'd like for them to be in Brooklyn. This is a Brooklyn initiative. And getting the library card. Why we require that? Mostly because there are so many resources available with that library card.
Get your library
Yes,
card.
yes. Even if it's not for us, get your library card. And email. That's the other thing we require, is everyone have an email address. And you'd be surprised how many people don't have email. So those are the basics. And we do hold orientation sessions. So we finish orientation sessions for this year, because right now we're in the class phase. We start our first class this Wednesday, April 1st. So next year, hopefully, if we get this grant again, you'll get all that information at the orientation session.
Okay, so that's great. So it actually is an entire process.
Yes.
Which is quite interesting that you have that all set up there. And when you said legal, does that also mean legal status?
No. I should have been clearer with that. I meant 18 years old and able to sign for yourself. You need to be an adult, right? But we don't ask for,
Because that's
legal
very
status.